What you want? What you want? Come on. What you want? What you want? Come on. What you want? Come on. Boy, it's a perfect morning to be out in the kayak crappie fishing. Nice little breeze to push us along. It's cloudy, not too much sun. Fish ought to be biting. A nice one. Man, you know, I was here a week ago and these fish were all concentrated in one area. It seems like today they are just everywhere. Oh, it's a beauty. Look at that. That's what we came for. Nice big fat New Hampshire slab. That thing's probably 12 inches. Let's see. Exactly 12 inches. That's a nice slab right there. I'm gonna let this one go. Try to catch some more. Thank you, my friend. As far as technique goes, there really isn't one. With these plastics that I'm using, I have it on an 1/8 inch or an 1/8 ounce jig head. Oh, and just drift. This is a nice fish. This is nice, another nice one. I decided to go light today rather than use my signature rod, the 7-footer. I'm fishing with a 5-foot Shimano Claris. Just got great action for these, especially these slabs like this one. This is a tank. That is a monster. That is a beautiful fish. I could catch these things all day long. That is a gorgeous fish. Thanks, buddy. So we got this nice, probably a 8-9 mile an hour wind, if that, pushing us along, and it's enough to keep the tail on that live baby shad wiggling away down there as it goes through the water like a little minnow. And the fish are just clobbering it, and they're really spread out across this basin, which is nice. So we can just drift the whole thing. And I can see, here comes a fish. I can see him coming up on the sonar phone. You get drifting too fast, and you want your line to be as vertical as possible. Otherwise, you can't keep it down there. I just missed one. Seeing as how we've got some bigger fish around, I've got a prototype of my signature series Whisperer from Daddy Mac Lures, a watermelon with red flake. I'd love to try to get a few fish on it, and I think the bigger fish will probably gobble it up. I think I'm going to thread this on here and give it a try. The thing I found with these Whisperers is, like a lot of other soft plastics, especially vertical jigging ones, got to make sure they're on straight. Otherwise, they just spin and twist up your line. There's some fish. There's a fish. Not a bad one. Watermelon Whisperer, Daddy Mac Lures. They're going to be proud. Nice fish, probably 11 inches on that Whisperer. I love that lure. Fall fishing is a lot like winter fishing for crappie, and you want to make sure you keep that knot pulled around. Keep that hook hanging just right. There's some more fish down here. Let's see if I can't get another one. There's one. Oh, this is a nice fish. He hit hard. Yeah, he's not a giant. He hit hard. Hungry. They're hungry. Yeah, they're just hungry. Watermelon Whisperers will be available in December for anybody that wants them. Tell you, I am in love with these Predator kayaks. This is my first day out in the new 13. This is a brand new boat. Thank you, Old Town, for doing such a wonderful job on creating such a magnificent fishing kayak. They're just super stable. I've been fishing the MX most of this season. I've really been enjoying the full flat deck on that. Especially during the spring, I was fishing a lot of northern pike, which we'll be getting onto again here very soon, in shallow flats, doing a lot of sight fishing for those pike. Being able to stand was really a difference maker a lot of days. Being able to see those fish on the flats, see them coming. And this new 13 is a little longer, so it's actually a bit faster. It's heavier, but it's a little bit faster boat. And I have the Mod Pod, the center console, which is really nice. The hatch is a little bigger. I have more storage behind the seat here, which I'm going to enjoy when I get my crate back there. Take up less space. So if you're in the market for a new kayak, I highly recommend these Predators. They've got a whole line of new colors that they released at ICAST. This green is new. They've got the red. I think there might even be a purple. A whole bunch of new colors. Check them out. Getting kind of far out away from the kayak, so I'm going to reel in and redrop. Just above these fish. Crappie feed from below, so you always want to be above them. As the water gets colder and colder, you want to downsize on the size of your bait, which is why we use such small jigs and baits in the wintertime. As the water gets colder, the bait fish are going to be targeted a little bit less, and things like plankton will become prime forage for crappie and bluegill and white perch in a lot of places, and they'll focus on them pretty heavily. So we may be getting to a point where we want to stick with those 2-inch baits this time of year. There we go. Ooh, oh, this is a good fish. I switched over and I put on a blade spoon from Clam Pro Tackle. In the wintertime, we're only allowed a single hook with a single hook point. I'm not sure what this is. It might be a bluegill. Yep. So, just to prepare and see how it would work, I clipped a couple of the points off the treble and I put a Mackie Plastic Super Jamie on it. Just picked up this nice bluegill. He's a corker on that blade spoon. There's another fish on that blade spoon. Another bluegill. Wow, the bluegill's loving this. Feels like another good one too. Always an added surprise when you're crappie fishing to get into some nice big jumbo bluegills. They do fight hard, boy. Yeah, nice 8-9 inch bluegill. That's a dandy right there on that blade spoon. You know, fall is my absolute favorite time of the open water season to be out fishing. Weather's great, there's no bugs, those loons in the background, the scenery's awesome. There's hardly anybody out here. We've seen a couple of bass boats, and that's it. There's no fishing pressure. There's definitely nobody targeting these crappie and bluegill. Just a really nice time to be out. No boat traffic. It's great. There's one. Good one too. Yeah. That is a nice fish. I think that might be the biggest fish of the day there. It was net worthy. Don't want to lose this one. That's a nice fish right there. That is a tank. Fourteen inch crappie right there. That's a beauty. So fish like this is definitely one of our breeders. This is a beautiful fish. A lot of people kill this fish, maybe take it home and eat it. I can't see killing a fish like this. It's gonna lay a lot of eggs in the spring, so I'm gonna let this fish go. This is definitely one we want to keep around. We're just gonna revive it. There it goes. Just like that. Another beautiful crappie. There is a massive school of fish down here. We've managed to follow these fish around today, or I have, and they seem to be on edges, transitions, and they've moved into about 30 feet of water now. They're just stacked up like cordwood down here. All you want. If you've never fished for crappie in the fall, I highly recommend it. You'll catch really good numbers of fish. You'll catch bigger fish than most other times of the year. This is a good fish. Feisty, they're hungry. You'll catch fish like this all day long. I highly recommend it. I'm into some quality fish today. Nice big slabs. Most of the fish we caught are just big. Nice crappie. Lost count of how many I've caught.